Hello and welcome to the Godzilla vs. New York Comic Con 70 years of the King of the Monsters panel. My name is Mikey. I'll be your MC tonight. So let's hear it one more time for looking freaking amazing after 70 years of being a movie star. So we've got plenty of announcements tonight, but first I want you guys to help me welcome to the stage the director, writer, VFX supervisor to the Oscar-winning film Godzilla Minus One. Give it up for Takashi Yamazaki.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
I think they like you. Well, thank you very much for joining us today in New York. I know you've been traveling around the world promoting your film, Godzilla Minus One, Godzilla Minus One, minus color. Who's seen it? All right. So, what are your first impressions of New York Comic Con? ニューヨークコミコン初めてって聞いたんですけど、
はい、初めて。
印象はどうでしょうか？
いや、暑いですね。なんかみんなすごい盛り上がってて、嬉しいです。
I mean, it's pretty hot in here. There's a lot of passion, a lot of energy going on. So, congratulations on your Oscar win, Godzilla Minus One, winning the best VFX category. Yeah, you even brought the Golden Godzilla with you. So, tell us about some of your memories from the Oscars. オスカーでの思い出をちょっと話していただいてもいいですか？
はい。まあものすごくたくさんいろんな思い出があるんですけど、一番の思い出はまあ前日に五分五分だと思ってたんですね。取れる可能性は。
So I have a lot of memories, of course, but the day before the Oscars, I thought my odds were like 50-50.
なんでちょっと受賞した時のコメントを書こうかなと思ったんだけど、ちょっと恥ずかしいなと思って、ダメだった時恥ずかしいなと思って、前の日まで書かなんでたんですよ。
So I thought about writing an acceptance speech, just in case it was on the 50 that I won. But, if I had write this whole speech only to not win, that wouldn't be too cool. So I didn't write it till the day before.
まあ一応書いとくかって思って、日本語で書いて、ここにいるマイキーに英訳してもらいました。
So I thought better safe than sorry. So I went ahead and drafted something in Japanese, and Mikey, I helped him translate it into English.
で、マイキーから英語にしたものが iPhone に送られてきたんだけど、さすがにオスカの会場で iPhone 見ながら言うのもちょっとまずいなと思って紙に書き写したんです。
So I had actually responded to Yamazaki via text on his iPhone, and he thought, well, you know what? It would not look cool if I was holding my iPhone on the stage at the Oscars. So I better transcribe it to a piece of paper.
ただその時にまだちょっと恥ずかしさが残ってるんで、その受賞のコメントを受賞もしてないのに受賞のコメント書いてるってことに恥ずかしさが残ってたんで、かなり雑に一応用意しとくかぐらいな感じで書いたんです。
But I was still a little embarrassed. I wasn't sure if I was gonna win, so I couldn't really go all in on it. So it was kind of casual. I just started doodling whatever Mikey wrote to me on text.
で、当日取れました。
Day of the Oscars, we won.
それでサンキュー。それでもうすごい喜びながら壇上に上がってバッて開いたらものすごい汚い字だったんです。
So here I am thinking, oh crap, we got to go on stage. And I whipped this paper out, and I couldn't read my own writing.
そして後ろからその一緒に撮った渋谷という女性が45秒だからね、45秒だからね、ものすごいプレッシャーをかけてくるんですよ。
And one of my other VFX supervisors, Shibuya, she was on stage with me. She's like, Yamazaki, you got 45 seconds. I could see you counting down.
もうただでさえ緊張してるのに字は汚いわ、渋谷は攻めるわで、ものすごいダメな英語を言ってしまったのがとてもいい思い出になってます。
So here I am. I got the clock counting down. I'm on stage. I'm nervous as heck. Shibuya's like, you got 45 seconds. I can't read my writing. But I did my best. And we got through it. So that was one of the biggest memories I have from the Oscars. ありがとうございます。So, for Godzilla Minus One, you were wearing many hats, obviously. You're the writer, the VFX supervisor, the director. Which part did you find most enjoyable and why?
通常からその仕事の仕方をしてるんで、僕の中ではカテゴライズされてなくて、一つのフィルムメイキングっていう仕事なので、どこがどこっていう感じじゃないですね。一個の大きな仕事だと思う。
For me, whenever I create something, I don't necessarily see those different disciplines as different per se. It's all filmmaking to me. It's one process throughout the production of a film.
ただ、毎回なんだけど、脚本を書いて監督するときは、なんでこんな脚本書きやがったんだよっていう脚本家の自分にすごく怒ってます。
And this happens sometimes where I'm on set, I'm directing, and I'll look at the screenplay going, man, who the heck wrote this screenplay?
で、VFX やってるときは、監督どういうつもりでこんなショット撮ってんだよってすごい監督に対して怒ってます。
And then when I am the VFX supervisor, I look at the shots in post-production and go, what director thought I could VFX this shot?
なかなか因果な仕事ですねって。
So it's a very, karma is at play here, I think, a little bit. So for Godzilla Minus One, of course, you had to travel the world. You're promoting it internationally, did lots of interviews. But was there a question that you were hoping someone asked you that you never got asked throughout this whole press tour of Godzilla Minus One? 聞かれたかったけど、誰も聞いてくれなかった質問ありますかね？
すごくたくさんの人がゴジラマイナスワン見た後に、ゴジラの動きはうちの猫ちゃんそっくりっていうふうに言われました。
So after watching Godzilla Minus One, a lot of people came up to me and said, wow, that Godzilla, it looks like my cat sometimes. I don't know.
その時気づいたんですね。違う、あれうちの猫だから。
But that's when I realized, no, it's not your cat. It's actually my cat.
This is not.
Oh, there you go, on the screen.
それで質問、記者の方にもそういう猫の動きをしてるんじゃないかっていう話が上がってますけどっていう質問を受けたときに、そうなんです、うちの猫なんですよっていう話をしますと。
So whenever media outlets ask me, well, why does the movement look so much like a cat? I, smirk a little bit and say, well, it's my cat.
そしてうちの猫がいかに可愛いかって話を全世界にお知らせするチャンスだと思ってものすごい意気込んでると、記者の方、ああそうですか、次の質問ですって言われて全然話せなかった。
So afterwards, I think, wow, this is my chance. I get to talk about my cat now for like 45 minutes. And then the interviewer just says, okay, thank you. Next question.
今日うちの猫たちを紹介できてとても嬉し
So
い。
do we get to hear about your cat today for 45 minutes? 今日は聞けるんですか？
でも本当ゴジラの全然そんなつもりはなかったんだけど、アニメーションをしてもらうじゃないですか。で OK を出すと、これすごいいいねって思って OK を出したやつを後から見てみると、確かにうちの猫と同じ動きしてるんですね。特に神殿がバーン飛んでる時にこうわってやったりする動きが、完全に僕が猫じゃらしでこうやって猫と遊んでる時に猫がワンってやる時の動き、
それは無意識なんですか？
無意識なんですよ。
So whenever the animators show some shots to me and say, hey, look, Yamazaki, this is the latest take on Godzilla's movement. And especially when Shikishima's piloting the Shinden airplane at the end, I don't know if you guys know when Godzilla's trying to claw at it. Every take that I gave the okay sign off on, I think it was subconscious, but it looks a lot like my cat when I'm playing with a little catnip. Did anyone feel that? Did it look cat-like to anyone? Yeah? 猫っぽかったです。
猫っぽかったです。
はい、だそうです。
でもそしたらX コングの監督がビンガン監督がローマのあそこで寝てる時にあれはうちの猫だって言ったじゃないですか。
はい。
お前も猫かと思って。
Did anyone here see Godzilla X Kong, the latest one? So I had the opportunity to have this one-on-one talk with the director, Adam Wingard. And I don't know if you guys remember the scene where Godzilla takes a little nap in the Coliseum. Adam said, reminds me of my cat. And then I looked at him and said, so you're a cat guy too.
だからおそらく今後ゴジラの監督するにはまず猫を飼わなきゃいけないんじゃないかなっていうふうに。
So I have this theory. If you want to direct a Godzilla movie, you need to first get a cat. So yesterday, we just announced that Godzilla Minus One is coming back to theaters. In North America on November 1st, and more information to follow in the UK. So for this re-release of the film, there's a lot of new materials circulating, starting with this poster that I heard Yamazaki-san, you had a personal interest in designing part of it. ポスターのデザインにご自分から手を加えたと聞いたんですけど、Could you tell us a little bit about what's going on in this poster? ちょっとポスターの説明を聞いてもいいですか？
新しいポスターを作るよって話になって、で、せっかくだからちょっとこういう感じにしたらどうですかってアイデア出していいですかっていうふうに聞きました。
So for the re-release, I was told that they were going to make a new poster, and I thought, well, hey, can I make some suggestions? And began doodling.
で、やってみてくださいって言われて、で、僕は北米でしか使ってないIMAX 用のポスターで船のところに船とゴジラが戦ってる柄のやつがあったんですね。タカを壊してるゴジラの映画。
So I thought, you know what, I can give it a shot. And they said, yeah, Yamazaki, please give us your ideas. And there was this poster for the North American IMAX release where Godzilla is battling the battleship Takao.
で、それすごくいいポスターだったんだけど、ただタカオとゴジラの比率が全然おかしいんですよ。ゴジラがでかすぎる。
So I thought it was a really, really cool poster, but in my mind, the sort of aspect ratio or the size between the battleship and Godzilla didn't make sense. Godzilla's way too big in that IMAX poster.
で、タカオはもっとでかいから、ゴジラはタカオを比べるともっとちっちゃいんだよっていうことを主張するポスターを作ろうと最初思いました。
So the initial concept was, you know, the battleship is quite large, so I wanted to create this poster that showed the scale, the size between Godzilla and the Takao battleship.
絵を描いてみたら、なんか迫力がないんですね。
So I sketched it out, but it lacked that impact, that oomph.
もうちょっと大きくしてみようかってゴジラをだんだんこう大きくしていったんです。
So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll make Godzilla a little bigger. Maybe a little bigger.
まだ迫力ないなってもうちょっと大きくしたんです。
Still missing the mark. Let's make him a little bigger.
結局こういうことになりました。
And this is what we ended up with. What do you guys think? Yeah.
CG の時に判明したんだけど、このサイズにするとゴジラ本来の大きさの2倍の大きさになってます。100メートルのゴジラです。
So we realized this when we did some scaling in CG later, but this is actually twice the size that Godzilla should be relative to the Takao. So he's about 100 meters tall in this instance.
だから IMAX 版は迫力を出すために非常に正しかった。
So I now understand what the designers of the IMAX poster went through. Wow, thank you very much. And if you guys didn't know, I'm told everyone attending this panel is going to get to take one of these home with them. So congratulations, and you're welcome. For the North American release, the re-release on November 1st, I heard there's going to be a lot of in-theater exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff that no one got to see before. 北米のシアトリカルでちょっと誰も見たことがない behind the scene があるって聞いたんですけど、What can we expect to see in this? 何を期待できるんでしょうか？
あんまり期待されても困るんだけど、
I don't want to raise the bar too high. Just saying.
なんか東宝の人が来て、なんかインタビューされました。
So some people from Toho came to my office one day and said, "Hey, can we interview you?"
以上です。
The end. What?
だけどビハインドシーンのその FX ができるまでのところがまだ誰も見たことないバージョンが見れるんじゃないかなと聞いております。
Okay, but I hear that there are some behind the scenes, especially the process of creating the VFX for the film that has never been revealed before, that will be in this theatrical re-release.
でもそれだけだとちょっと短いんで、僕と渋谷のしょうもないインタビューが入ってます。
But that alone would have been too short, so we added on a little bit of interview footage from me and Shibuya. で、今日持ってきたっていう噂を聞いたんですけど、ここでみんなに見てもらっちゃいますか？
それがあるんだ。
I heard we brought it with us today.
いや、そんな期待するもんじゃないです。
Manage your expectations, guys, just saying. But this is going to be the first exclusive look of this behind the scenes VFX Awards reel before its theatrical debut. So let's go ahead and roll that thing. So Yamazaki-san, I saw a lot of guys like shaking the plane. Were you one of them? Yamazaki 監督もご自分で飛行機を
こっちでこうやってこう。
Oh, you were directing them. More like, okay, got it. いや、なんか改めて見てこう思うこととか、こう一周してああだなこうだなっていうのはありました？今の映像を見て。Like, how does it feel seeing that again? Just the entire process you had to go through.
頑張ったな。
We worked really hard.
でも本当にああいうやり方で撮ってたんですけど、その最新のテクノロジーもあんまり使えなかったんですけど、でもみんながやっぱゴジラを作るんだっていうことですごくモチベーションが高かったんで、ああいうものがいい味わいになったんじゃないかなとは思ってます。
So I know we weren't able to use a lot of the latest VFX technology. A lot of it was kind of old school and hand done, but the entire team was very motivated by the idea of getting to work on a Godzilla film. So I think that's what really helped keep the project together and get it to the level that we were able to achieve. We've got another giveaway. So thank you to our partners at Bandai. I heard there's 3 New York Comic Con exclusive Godzilla Monster Series Godzilla 2023 Special Gold Edition figures to give away. But there's only 3. 3つフィギュアを皆さんにプレゼントするっていう話です。So, how this is going to work, we're going to ask you guys some questions. みんなに質問投げて、監督の方でちょっと指さして選んでいただいて、So you have to be picked, and you have to get the right answer. So I hope you guys have been paying attention during the movie and during this panel. じゃあ監督に指してもらって。
見えないよ。
First question. Where does the opening scene in Godzilla Minus One take place? We are looking for the name of a location. Oh, you were really fast, so yes. Odo Island. どうですか？オープニングシーンのゴジラの舞台はどこだったかっていう質問でした。
Yes.
Yes! So the answer was Odo Island, and he got it right. Congratulations.
でも問題簡単すぎじゃないですかね。
Was that too easy? Too easy.
全体から一人しか答えられない質問。
Well, maybe. Okay, so Yamazaki-san wants a question that like only one person in the whole room knows the answer to. So I have 3 questions. Maybe you can make up question number 4 and 5.
OK?
Yeah? 質問4と5監督が考えてくれたら面白い。あと2もあるんで
Okay, okay, okay.
その間に we have 2 more questions to think. まあでもフィギュアがもうないんでどうしましょう監督の
OK、OK。
ポスターで。
やりましょう、これ。
Okay. All right. He wants to get on with the next question. So let's go. Number 2. What does Shikishima notice in the water that alerts him to Godzilla's imminent arrival in the famous boat chase scene?
坊や。
Boya. The young gentleman. Yes.
Dead fish.
Dead fish. 死んでる魚。どうですか Ooh.
まあでも、いいかな。
Okay.
OK、OK。正確には死んだ深海魚。
So we're gonna give it to you, but technically it was deep sea. The key word is deep sea, but yes, that was a tricky one. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right. Question number 3. How many meters tall does Godzilla get in Godzilla Minus One? 何メートルになりましたか
正確にね。
Okay, it has to be accurate. どれくらい正確ですか
もう、超正確。
点何とかまで必要ですか
Of course.
All right, so Yamazaki wants it up to the 10th decimal point.
かな。ものすごいおすすめされてる人がいるんで、彼に。
Oh, there's a lot of people pointing at that gentleman right there. 50? Does 50 have a decimal point in it? 50って答えたんですけど
50m?
どうですかでも
No. じゃあそこでなんかものすごいおすすめされてる人。
女性の方です。All right.
50.1?
50.1. 50.
Yes, 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 yes. あれはね、本当は50メートルだったの、最初は。
So it was actually 50 in the beginning.
だけど、僕通さないでスタッフが何メートルですかって東方の人に聞かれたんですね。
はい。
そしたら、彼は CG の中でものすごい正確に測って50.1メートルですねって答えたんですよ。
So it was supposed to be 50 meters. And in some email communication that I wasn't CC'd on, someone from Toho said, hey, for like the pamphlets, how tall is Godzilla? Someone from the CG team in, CG measured it super accurately.
で、僕の知らないところでそれが公式記録になってて、ある日見たら、俺50メートルって設定してるのになんで 50.1 になってんのって言ったら、正確に測るとモデルは 50.1 メートルでしたって言われて。
So, unbeknownst to me, I look at some of these documents and then it says official height of Godzilla, 50.1 meters. And I'm thinking, wait a second, I thought it was 50. What happened? The CG artist says, I measured it really accurately. And then it became official. で、公式になったってことです
公。式になった。もう発表されちゃったからね。
Yeah, because it was already announced at that point. I couldn't walk it back.
僕は初代と一緒の50メートルにしたかったのに、勝手にそういうことになっちゃいました。
So I wanted to make it the same 50 meters that 1954 Godzilla was. But you just had to add that extra point. でも10 centimeters. 10 centimeters? Just like, is it this, この背びれですかね
いや、多分
頭? His head, okay. Probably the head.
ちょっと超えるだけで10センチぐら
So
い。
it might be a posture thing. I don't know.
なんで彼がそんな自信を持って 50.1 って言ってるのかよくわからない。
So I want to get this guy on stage and said, how could you be so confident that it was 10 centimeters? Like, where did it come from? Seriously. もう2問いきますか？
いや、ない。フィギュアがないもんね。
Well, yeah, we don't have any figures. So we can't ask 2 more questions. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it would have been fun. But anyway, so I know we had a lot of announcements today, and the 70th anniversary to Godzilla is just beginning. So Godzilla Day 2024 is in just 2 weeks. It's going to start on November 3rd. Mark your calendars, Godzilla Day. There's going to be a lot of new and exclusive items on Godzilla.com's Godzilla store. So stay tuned for some exciting drops from Bandai, Mondo, Super 7, and Santa Cruz. In Los Angeles, the Academy Museum of Motion Picture is hosting a 5-film Godzilla-thon that includes Godzilla Minus One. So I know we're in New York right now, but if you just happen to be in LA around then, go check it out. Now, you can learn more about all the Godzilla Day stuff and the 70th anniversary celebrations on Godzilla.com.